Hello, welcome back. Last time I did a pretty cool puzzle variation in here, fully cleared that subworld, then realized there might be like a whole lot more left here. So my goal for today is to turn either this puzzle or this puzzle into a Baba, and see where that gets me on this map screen. Let's try this one, because I was focusing on the other one and didn't get much of anywhere with it. Who am I? Is. Or lonely text. Also, flag on text is me. Okay, so I'm an is. Can't do that, because then I'm gone. But flag on text. That did not play into the actual solution to this, did it? Which, by the way, I don't really remember. It did something with a key. Now that will make level as weak, and that's bad. So, conceptually, how could I make level anything else? If I could get rid of this hedge... You seem like a problem. If I could become someone else? Flag on text is you. All in hedge and key is word. Key is key and open and push. Lonely text is you. This is all on tile floor, so 1, I die if I go on it. 2, I am not it. Those are actually the same expressions of the same thing. So, how I am having a lot of trouble imagining how I could do anything with this word other than letting level be weak and letting everybody die. Hedge is hedge, right? No. However, right, of course, hedge is not hedge. Hedge can be wall. The problem is that frees the kiki. I don't have kiki as a word. I don't have anything I can, like, block you with here. It really doesn't look like I can interact with this word. Kiki not on hedge is move. Right. So do anything to all the hedges, and you die the next turn. Right. Seems like it. And I can't do anything to just one hedge. Probably. Oopsie. Okay, so that seems to cut off some important options. That does the same, that kills me the next turn. That kills me. That cuts off options. That gets rid of the flag entirely. So right, I can access this key. That's not a good way to access it. I can access it like this. So key is not wall. Key is key. Pushing you any further would involve stepping here or here. So let's not. So there's a key. There's another one there. I just wish I could do something about this jerk. I'm an is. There isn't a place I can insert myself other than between these things that are words to really have an effect. I have heard it hinted that there is a way to make level into something from here. But it seems pretty obviously impossible from where I'm sitting. So to just re-solve the puzzle again was something like this. I get in there, I make... Let's see if I've done that. That doesn't help me. Okay, I have a lot more keys now. So if I do that first and then this, then I should be able to escape the way I came, push this, and that's how I would win. Okay, so make a bunch of keys out of walls. So that's cool. Doesn't do anything for the hedges, though. Ooh. Thought I had an idea, but it doesn't really go anywhere. Alright. So once again... Wait, why can't I just do this right away? And go... Ah. Because I don't have access to this spot. Like, I could push that in there if I could get to it. But I can't go through there, I can't go through here, can't go through here, can't go through here, can't go through here. All of those result in death. Or keys turning into... Oh wait, but I can do this. No, never mind, I can totally get... Ah, but then that happens. That's the real reason. It's because of you. Okay, I understand. Alright, so that's why I have to use a key to remove one of those walls. But then after that, I get all the keys I could ever want, really. Oopsie, not there. So I do this, push that, and that's cool. So now... I think I want to retrieve some keys and do stuff with them. If I can, like, pack them into an area... See, now I can't pack this because this is an empty space that I can't access, so I can't put something here to prevent you from shoving that where I don't want it. Or to, like, carry that further down. So what can I do from this point? Key is key and open and push. Wall is stop and shut. That's the only shut, so only wall can be interacted with that way. Wait a second, I see something. No, I want flag not to be win. Okay, I'm starting to get an idea of what I want to do. It's very hazy, so I can't put it into words yet, but I at least see an area I want to poke at. Whoops. So, do this, but don't do this. I want flag not to be win because I want to touch it. And I don't want to have to leave the level as soon as I do. So lonely flag is words. That flag's lonely and is a word, but here now it's not lonely and it's... So I can slide it around like that. Yeah, so I can shove the flag off of myself right then. So I cleared up some space. That sure is nice. Ooh. So that lets me live for one turn there. Kinda, but not really too much. Can't go left, because text is push. So I can extend myself out myself being the flag without, like... So that's like my finger extension that I can use to poke at something, but then my finger extension breaks off my finger. And unless I can put my finger safely back into it, really stretching this metaphor, then I'm gonna lose it forever. So you're a word. Let's see one thing I could do, but it's not really different from my current situation in any meaningful way, if I'm not mistaken. But let's do it anyway. Right. Okay, so that does nothing. You, all you, out of the way, shoo. So flag, come along. Wait a second, is key word? Yes, key is word. Okay, I see another thing that I could do that's probably better than what I was going to do here. In fact, this doesn't even... Yeah, it does. So now flag is me, but it all... Well... Okay, that makes my finger extension 1 finger length longer. Alright, let's do it with a key instead. That way, there's a whole bunch of me then, right? How will I do that? Probably involves the flag. Yeah, so this should allow me to... Well, will it? No, that's the wrong way around. There's also the option of... Whoa, hey, you turned into a key. Please don't. That's not the option I wanted. The option I was thinking was this one. Now I'm flag instead of is. So I can also then do this if I want. I can't though, because key is key. Okay. At least there are things that I can do. Key as you wouldn't help me though. Like, all the stuff I'm doing is just like freeform exploration that's kinda cool, but none of this helps me with this problem at all. Conceptually, what would? I can't access Kiki. I don't have any way of, like, double movement, so hold on. What about hedge is you? Hedge is stop. Hedge is you has a lot of promise. That sounds like a great thing to phrase. I think I might even be able to do it. Flag can certainly become hedge. I did it. That's not what I want though, so I need a hedge in that spot. Key is key. Well, I would need not only flag in that spot to become hedge, but also to put this is here. Also, that's... No, hedge is word, so that would work. But then I would lose that as soon as I moved any direction other than east. Okay. Okay. Well, at least things are happening. Like, there's clearly a delineation between words that are, like, totally closed off to me, like these and these, and the ones that I can kind of semi-access, like these and these. Wall's the only thing that's shut, so I don't think it's interesting to make anything open. Because there are no walls anymore, they all turned into keys. Funny how that happens, isn't it? So flag here could be something else, but this is functionally not a lot different from... Hold on. Is this a way to make flag as hedge? I mean... Not really. Because I was thinking if that key turned into a hedge, then how would I insert my is there? You're in the way, anyway. That doesn't help anybody. That kills me. Can't do that. Don't want that. What if I use my thing longer? Gives me some different options. However, I don't like them. Key is hedge is fine. Hedge is key is not. Yeah! I see, I made hedge is flag. Okay. Right. So directionality matters here, huh? That's the one I can't. That's just created this situation again. So remember, this flag is a word. I just realized something. So this flag is a word that is not push. That's probably important. So like, if this were shoved down, then you would have weak and flag on the same tile. The weak wouldn't push the flag around. So that's a completely differently behaving word than the ones that I'm used to. Still can't really put... Yes, I can. It doesn't help. I can do that manually. I don't want that, though. Okay, what? So again, what would help me here? I cannot access anything about Kiki. That word's way the heck up there, covered by things that can't be pushed north or moved under, and things that are stop right now. They could become me, but if they do, then that brings with it a lot of complications. Any southward move would both make that stop being me, and push this before Kiki could even get to it. An eastward move would not affect this, but would move that off of Kiki, arming the trap and making him kill me next turn. If I could... So here's hedges stop. This text could move up and down, which would have no effects. I'm guessing, I'm imagining like if I were something that didn't have the constraints of the things I currently am, and could walk on tiles. There's another U, but it can't go much of anywhere. I could enter here, push this left until Lonely became accessible from here, but Lonely can only go before something. Lonely at the end is not a thing. Now there's also the concept, though, of pushing text over something that's not solid, becoming that something, then pushing that text apart. So for example, I could make hedge stop being stop, and that would help me. So imagine if I could be flag with no restrictions that it has to be on text. I'd put the flag here. Then imagine I could stop being flag and become something else, which maybe with like this, I could. Does seem an awful lot like this is a very important spot here. Then I could walk in here, push that down, then re-become flag, step north, and hedge would no longer be stop. Kiki would still be inert, because Kiki is still on hedge. So then I'd go in here, shove this down by 1, shove the weak over there, put some other word there. I just realized something very important to my overall goal here. This is fine, I know how to do it. What do I want to make this level into? Baba. What word totally is not in this puzzle? Baba. So, if I want this level to be something, it's not gonna be Baba. I mean, I learned a bunch of stuff. That was informative. But like, that one bit of information would have made me focus my efforts elsewhere. By my looking at this, it looks as though the only interesting thing I want is one Baba? Why do I need you to turn into anything at all? Because, okay, so 7 turns into Baba. Baba walks over there, pushes the rock there, pushes the rock there, pushes the rock there. It sinks in the water. Then Baba can step here, which, again, I don't actually know if that does anything, because it feels like the cursor is what needs to get there. But hold on. Tell me about... Yeah, so the reason I was able to get off this is because that's a flag, and flag is win. There is no rule about Baba touching this. The reason it needs to specifically be Baba is because of this, obviously. Dust is stopped for some reason, I guess just... So you have to push the rock into this specific bit of water? I'm not sure what that's about. Like, why not just make this all water and not have that rule? Probably a reason. Something about go in here, can't bring anything along. But I also feel like the more interesting thing about this is having access to level. Yeah, Baba doesn't have to do anything with any of this. Baba just gets to push level around and say level is rock, or level is water, or level is Baba. That's what I would actually do. And that in itself, in the sense that when I made these transmutations, will take me 1 level back up. So I'm not trying to get to... I mean, I do want to get to this. So the question then is, how the heck do I get to this? There's like some whole mechanic. It's my cursor that needs to go. Maybe there's like a path word. So that I could create a path and somehow position it here and somehow get rid of the dust or make it not stop by pushing that around. Then the cursor could go there and touch that. Okay, getting into some heavy speculation here, but again, I can't make a Baba here, so I don't get anybody I can move around if I solve Ultimate Maze that way. So let's turn efforts to turn the corner where Baba is very definitely present. 3 times, 4 if you count this one. So I looked at this. It just doesn't seem like I get to do much of anything, but that's what it seemed like in Ultimate Maze until I poked at it for a while and saw some beginning of possibilities. Now mind you, I did not actually do anything with Ultimate Maze. I just got closer to looking like I could do something. So, wall is wall. Can I make that not true? Because, I mean, I was thinking of wanting to do something like this, but it doesn't. Wall is wall, and wall is not push. It can be open or shut or win. If I open the right thing. Let's see, so it's this is too wide on both sides of that, so it's not like I could open up some stuff here and here. Can I make more things? Can I make more objects that I can use here? I haven't interacted with this flag at all. I just made level as win to finish this. So that flag probably means something. For example, if I opened this wall with this rock, just, smash it open with that, then became the flag, it could push the sink out of there. Is that really different from just pushing the sink in there? Well, yes, because then I get an object. So flag then could be... I'm looking at... Since I do have an is and an and, I just don't have enough words for, like, making rock is flag and wall or something. Or, I mean, rock is rock and rock would sound pretty great. That doesn't actually work, though. No, that would totally work. That would turn 1 rock into 2, then 2 into 4, then 4 into 8. Ooh, okay. So that'd be a bad thing to make. I wonder if there's a puzzle where I could do that. Actually, no, that would not... That probably wouldn't do that. It would probably just be rock is rock and also rock is rock, which would just leave it and make it untransmutable. Okay. To do what I was thinking, you would want, like, rock is flag and flag, and at the same time flag is rock and rock. So then he would double every time, every turn, probably. But flag is up here and can only be a beginning. So I haven't used either the word or the actual object. The fact that I can push these around, but I'm in a cage right now. This is the day. This is when it's happening. I make no real progress other than just learning a few things. Can't be sure yet, but it's becoming pretty certain. And I've learned a lot less about this puzzle than Ultimate Maze, but Ultimate Maze doesn't get me toward my goal. This one could. Alright, so let's take some actions. The only way I know to initiate this is to start like that. It's like this. And, whoa. And rock is and shut. That's nothing. That's not how you do that at all. So if I want to win, then I open that wall there. If I want to do something more interesting than win. So yeah, here's what I'm going to start with. What spots are interesting for smashing open with a rock? This one lets me win. Anything from here to here, which I could have gotten to because that flag didn't start in that corner, lets me access the outside world. Are any of these different from each other? This one right here looks especially appealing to me because, well, I was gonna say because it lets me push stuff in and out and get it away from the wall in both places, but then there's this bottleneck, which doesn't let me get anything through there. That's a north wall, so no. So this spot down here that I've used before does let me push things both ways. From inside could come out and then go up here. Oh, this is starting to be something because I kind of do have a situation similar to what I was saying. Rock is rock and don't care about shut, but what if I could get this out of there or something? It's the is shortage that makes this tough. Here's an is, but I can't really get it. Other problem being my rock's already gone at this point. Wait, could I? That's a good start. There, now I have 2 rocks. Helpful, maybe. So I know what this does. Wouldn't it be great if I could do this to wall? Wouldn't I be able to do that to wall if I were to get this rock out somehow and use it on that wall, then use this on that wall? Well, but I can't do those things. Let's try. Okay, see, I still have to do these things. Wall is not push, by the way. I remember this. So I didn't finish evaluating the how interesting the rest of the walls are. I do see a spot that holds some interest to me. And it is this one. However, that's functionally the same in terms of amount of space I get after wall as doing this. It's just in a different direction, which doesn't really mean anything. Sure would love to be able to put that open on top of that wall there. There is a rock there that almost could help me with that, but having opened this... So my suspicion is that that rock is for changing into something else. So let's go out there. Now that I've turned flag into rock, I just don't have any other words I can push around. That's the thing. Can't get at Baba. Ooh, I saw something. Hold up. Well, I can't do both at the same time. But if this weren't here, and I could be on the other side of that, I could shove that aside and make rock as push and U. And then move back and forth here and have nothing happen. Be very sad about it. Okay, so hang on. So I know what opening these walls does. I know what opening this particular wall does. This is obviously useless. It opens up nothing. This gives me a way to spell down with this wall at the same time as here. Ooh. Oh. Got it. There we go. That's... I don't have another is. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Watch. It's not right, but it's very close. If only. If only. If only I could. If only the and worked as is, then look what I've made. Wall is shut, wall is open. But it's wall and open, so no. Baba is you and rock. Nope. Okay, so flag is too far up to... Well, I can't get the U all the way over there. And flag is too far up to make, like... Well, I can't even get this is. No, there are many problems with making flag as U. And it would be no better than rock as U when that rock is there. So that one seems to be almost starting to get me somewhere, but I need more resources to make it do anything good. If I'm using this, which I have to, then rock does specifically have to go there and get kinda lost. Now there's another way I could phrase all this. No, there's not, because I have only the one is. Yeah, it's the is shortage. If I just had another is, I could do so many more things. So many more things. But they're all locked up in places I can't get them. Again, okay, so opening this wall, obviously useless. Opening this wall lets me phrase down from there and right from there. Looked for a second like it would be good, but the is shortage killed that idea. Can't get to this wall to open it, can I? I think the answer is no. And even if I could, have no reason to care. Can't really push the rock to this wall to open it. This one doesn't seem like it helps me. This one, again, clears up just as much space over here as I would have over there if I cleared that. This does nothing. This does nothing on its own. It unstoppers that, but I need more rocks. I just need more rocks. I have to make more rocks somehow. I don't know how. I don't know how. Alright, well. Welp. There it was. I learned stuff, but I really got nowhere. Alright, well. That's what happens. Okay, I'll see you next time. Maybe I feel like... Hi, Baba. I feel like what I should do is this. That's what I'm feeling. Maybe. I don't know. But we'll see how I feel next time. Alright, well, I'll see you then.